That being said, I might go through our actual sword texture and make the hilt look more like this. My YouTube stream is live. Oh. Yeah, it's a nice hilt. But yeah, this is a way better vibe, I think, to go for than what we had. Castle Island foreground. I'm thinking like... That sounds pretty reasonable. What's up, Turk Coca-Cola? How's it going? So you killed Smo first, and then Ornstein. Hell yeah! You should, Elsa. Oh, I got like 2.5 hours before I gotta go to the doctor, and then I'll probably be back and do more. Though I don't know if I'm gonna stream that. I see. You know, like how the fight works if you kill the other one first. It's sick though that you beat it. I see. It's not like it's like better, cooler, or easier. It's just different. The other one powers up if you kill, you know, the opposite one. Big Smo is scary. I don't love the fight, but it is cool. Got a lot of cool in it. It's interesting. I don't think that's super common that you can get up in their gunch for safety. At least in later games. Maybe they got better at like designing around it or something. This is fucked up. fucking love that. My stomach's fucked up too. Ooh. Oh, I didn't know I was deafened.
Yeah. Hello?
I was like, why would you have said boo instead of saying boo? Or typed it instead of saying it? Makes sense.
Throwing them off the scent, you know?
How's it going?
I'm doing alright. How about you?
Good. Copy pasting images of my model and then trying to make it look less like shit. Honestly, it's going okay. I've definitely had less luck with ideas. I got some decent like placemat particles in place for the ground stab and the sword wall stab.
Nice.
Good. I'm gonna probably tweak them a little bit. They're all like the same one, though. They're just the obelisk rocks. But I feel like they fall a little floaty, which is fine for like the leaves, but it's weird with rocks. Fucking La Mulana. Fucking La Mulana.
How dare it?
Ending theme. So good.
I've been listening to In Rainbow Roads again.
Oh yeah, that one's crazy. There.
It reappeared. I was like,
That
yeah,
would give
fuck
me
it.
Fortune's Run work nostalgia.
Really?
Definitely.
I guess you were listening to it the first time, yeah.
The only time I've ever listened to it, I think.
What the hell?
Yeah, I just randomly chose it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, this.
Okay, you did a bunch of work, so I should pull.
Yes. Did some stuff anyway.
You certainly, at the very least, I know you attempt to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah. It may not be there forever. One thing that I have fucked up is the ground stab particle effect happens without the sword. I don't know if there's actually anything in place for that, but I noticed it at the end of the day and I was like, fuck it. Ground stab particle effect.
The
or
enemy?
Rocks come. No, the player. I just made it.
Oh, I see.
Whenever you throw your sword out and do it, it still shoves rocks everywhere like you're stabbing the ground. I may make just a different animation that makes more sense for you to be falling without your sword. And it can be the same thing. I don't know. The fuck is this theme? With this dickhead's stupid outline. Dumb bastard's outline.
Particle effects for ground step and sword platform. Okay. I see. You did some code stuff here. Seemingly.
Sorta.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we? GPU particles 3D rocks.
Rocks. It does.
That's what you called it, rocks.
All you need.
Delightfully descriptive.
That's what they are.
If we ever have to find it again, all we have to do is remember it's called the rocks.
It is. It maybe could be like debris.
I'd probably rename the variable to something like reason. What is it used for? Rocks, you know, sword stab rock or something like that.
Yeah.
So it makes sense now, but
Well,
we have a lot of rock effects.
that's true.
And probably we'll have more.
They're probably all gonna be debris though.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? Oh. The answer is that I don't actually know. The thing that sort of exists.
Mapped up void style.
That's
Whoa.
my Void Star or my Void Stranger playthrough. I saved it to the wrong thing because I drug it into A Sprite.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna open it, and it's gonna spoil the game for me.
You probably wouldn't begin to comprehend what you're looking at because I made it and don't.
Okay, fair.
I really don't understand.
I respect that.
What part of this is.
Okay, so player. But also we have it in ground step. Or step stuck, I guess it would be.
Yes.
And it should be in projectile. Player sword projectile. And you have it in there also. We have it in both? Yes. I wonder.
What do I have? What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Okay.
I ain't talking.
This works.
So you wanted this to play when we're entering it. Yeah. Sword, stab, rock, emitter. Did you not end up doing this? I feel like you were asking me about this yesterday.
Depends on what it is. What is it?
The emitter thing?
Oh yeah, I did it. I did it everywhere where I did it, I think, except for
I guess not in stab stuck.
should be in stab stuck.
Here. All I see is landing smoke.
Take a look.
Perhaps put it in ground? No.
It's probably stab unstuck. No, it's stab. Yeah, it's stab if player on floor is when it happened.
Oh, in the process. Okay, I see. Yeah.
I wanted it to happen when you hit the ground. I didn't really know where else to put it.
That would be an enter.
Well, that's not true.
When we hit the ground, stab stuck, is when we enter the state.
Yeah, but there's no, I'm not seeing a stab stuck like script. There's the stab script. No, there is stab stuck. Did I put it in here too? What did I do? No, okay, yeah, I did only put it in stab, not in stab stuck. I thought that stab stuck, so it's when you enter stab stuck. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Versus when you exit stab.
Okay, I'll move them over.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, because like the next thing in the process you were put it is right. Enter. The next thing we do is enter stab stuck state. So
you don't even do that really without the sword, or you're not supposed to, right?
Yeah. So
that should actually fix that.
If player on floor and player has sword, I think.
Yeah.
Or has weapon. I think I have a boolean for it. I just haven't been using it for a while.
Oh.
Yo, Controller George, thank you so much for the sub.
What the fuck?
You're a founder. Welcome.
Founder?
Yeah, I have so many of those now.
I love the founder badges.
I just love that even if I design my own sub badge now, the first 10 people wouldn't even see it?
True.
That's
well, you
awesome.
can change it. I think you can take your own badge off.
What?
Yeah, I think you can unfounder yourself and like set your badge to whatever you want.
Really?
If you like don't want people to know that you're such an awesome fan, or like,
Oh,
I don't know.
I see.
Or if you want to participate in the actual customized shit.
I guess that makes sense, actually. They should just have you make a custom founder badge.
I was
too.
just thinking that there should be a custom founder badge. It's actually kind of stupid that there isn't.
I'm sure this is a feature that they thought of 7 years after. So
I can't believe they aren't doing shared chat already.
yeah, they're doing that now. That's so true. You were saying holding
They're sort of
weapons
doing
what
it.
I use. Ground.
They're doing it in this guest star shit. I don't want to do that. I want to do it right now. I want to invite your chat to merge with mine, and then our chats are the same while we're streaming. Like squad streaming.
Sick. How would that even look for badges then?
It would just
Would
have
people
both.
have the badge from the official chat they came from, or
I don't know.
you get double the badges if you're subbed in both?
That's a good question, actually. I
Or
don't
does
know.
it depend on where you type? This is gonna be. There's a lot of questions I have now.
Yeah, that actually is interesting. I don't know.
So if player is on floor and player's holding weapon, we go into step stuck. If player's not holding weapon, what do we want it to happen?
Up your wishes. We have the opportunity to do something cool, but I don't have any ideas.
Okay.
I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was like, damn, what if we, like, when we didn't have the sword, it like did something, you know? But I don't know, truthfully.
I'll do bunk for now. Let's see. just a basic funk when you hit your ass on the floor.
I think that would be pretty cool, yeah. That'd be fine.
Can we enter stab without the sword? I think so, but we want to do a different animation, right? Which we'd have to create. I think we need a different animation for that.
The falling.
But not for me. Yeah, if holding weapon we have fast fall stab. We could just... I mean, normal stab wouldn't really work because you still do go faster, right? It's still a fast fall.
Oh. We do want it to be a fast fall. I guess it could probably,
I'll make it play something that's really obvious that at least it's working, and then we have to... Every time we do it, you can be reminded that we need an animation for it.
Yeah. I got it written down in the player week stuff. It's big and important. I need to actually go through those and make them.
Chilling. He just sits down on his ass and waits until it's over.
We do have a lot of these actually done already. It's funny. Actually, 2 more of them than we had done are done. Three of them were done actually. Does the saw blade throw already have the swoosh on it? Or it's, I have to attach it again, right? Yeah.
It's attached.
Not the wind effect, but
that one. Yeah, I can do that now as well.
Well, you don't have to do it right now. I was just wondering if we could check it off.
I want to do a bunch of player stuff today, so that will be there.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I think the landing of smoke particle canceling when changing state seems like it got fixed when I was looking at it yesterday. But what do you think?
I don't think I ever actually looked at it, so it might be fixed. I didn't really investigate why it happened. So it might have been fixed by something else. Maybe we were calling the emitter somewhere else, but badly. Telling it to fall somewhere when it shouldn't have been yet. That's probably what was happening. But I can go double check if it's all clear on that.
Someone in my chat was suggesting that we put screen shake a little bit on the ground stab, which I kind of think could be cool to give it a little bit of oomph. I'm really hesitant about screen shake effects and shit like that, but we can always just have it like you could just turn it off. Also, I don't know.
It could be cool if it's like a little bit, but it should definitely be toggleable, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's exactly.
But we could do that for any like big impact hits that we really want to be like, you know, this is a thing.
Maybe getting hit.
I don't know, maybe. It depends on what hits you, I think. I don't think it's like every hit you take should be screen shake or...
Yeah, no.
I'm thinking like a boulder drops, then it would also do it, you know? Like
a big dude
and stuff like that. Yeah. If you get punched by the big ghost armor, living armor, boss mob, then, you know, the screen shakes. Fully implemented, by the way, of course.
Obviously.
Naturally. While I'm doing this with the Holden weapon, is there any other
like swordless state stuff, or?
Yeah. Is there any other states where we wanted to have some sort of
unique thing?
More unique thing than we have? We have
maybe?
something for the slow fall already, where it's like different audio, I think, mostly. Different audio, and the swoosh loop thing, right, is only there if you have a sword. I think we had this idea at some point of slow fall without the sword being limited in duration.
Yeah? Well, it
Which
shouldn't
we
be
could
limited
do.
in duration as much as energy. But I mean, that is technically limited in duration. But you
For
could
the
be
slow-
flying through energy stuff or something, you know.
I was thinking, like, you know, because there's no sword to sort of give you magical lift, it'd be like he rotates 5 times and then he sort of slowly runs out of steam and then sort of falls in normal fall. Something like that. But I don't know.
That could work. Let me open the game and do shit without a sword. Yeah, I got the player run smoke a little too high. Also, it's not emitting properly. I think we may need to do the emitter thing on the
For
run
the-
smoke.
They should not be limited by that at all.
It seems like they're not
Oh, I
throwing
know,
them
I
every
know
now
it.
and then.
I know what
I
it's
did
happening,
tweak
yeah.
them, but I don't know what I could have done wrong.
So they don't actually use dot emitting equals true, but what we do have to set on that specific emitter is, so the amount on them is set to 2, right? And the amount actually in this case is maximum amount allowed on the screen at once. So we just put that to some insanely high number because we never actually set it to emitting. So if you set it to 20, it could technically have 20 of them on the screen at once, and then it should be fine. So you'll see here, it's gonna only put 2 of each foot on the screen at the same time, and then it'll be like the next one fails.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, that's why slow
so
walk
I'll-
always works.
I've got it fixed on this side as well now. So, good,
I like that
good
the
call.
slow walk one is slow, or I mean small. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, we used to have that already. The slower you go, the smaller the particle.
I think we do have that currently, actually.
Yeah. I left it in as an implementation. I was like, that's fine.
If
That
we
worked.
could have it not tweak the particle size after it's already been spawned. That's the only
On the
problem
old
I
ones.
have with
Oh
it.
yeah.
But I mean,
Actually, that's going to not be possible in a current system now.
it seems pretty niche, to be fair, to even notice it.
There might just be an emitter boolean somewhere that lets me do that actually. Where it's like already spawned stuff gets ignored. I'm sure there is.
Oh, another thing I was looking for but couldn't find. We should make the fucking speed lines unshaded, 100%.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
They're gonna look so
You're
good,
so-
unshaded.
Speed line. Oh, let me just do that too. You keep throwing things at me and I'll fix them all in real time.
Sorry, I think of stuff.
No, that's good. This is perfect. I like this. You know how much we've already fixed right now? Yeah, there's definitely something for emitters where it's like transforms applied to the thing afterwards are like ignored for things already spawned, but I'd have to go find it.
We need a shitty, and this is a me job to an extent, but we need a shittier version of the air spin effect for when you don't have your sword.
Oh yeah, that one for the like the big lines. You mean?
Yeah. The wind I want the wind, but small. Small wind around me.
I also want, like I said, I want that animation to be like limited in length. So I want that state of swordless slow fall to be a certain maximum duration, and then you sort of run out of steam of spinning, so it slows down as you spin.
That could be kind of cool, actually. Yeah.
If we get an animation that matches that duration, then Jason can also make a sound that matches it better. On that one.
I don't know. I kind of do like just holding it.
Yeah, I think that this should be like it's gonna be long enough that it shouldn't normally matter. Is my idea of it, but like, if you jump off the tallest building without your sword, that you would eventually be like, oh, now you've used all of your, I guess, pre-built up momentum. Because the idea, I guess, would be that the sword helps you have lift.
True.
Rather than just being, my arms outstretched are enough to lift me.
Yeah, I mean, he's just spinning. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't really need to.
That's true. It's just an idea I've had, so I want to like try it out, and if it feels shit, then we just get rid of it.
Yeah, we'll try it for sure.
I think it's just cool to have a couple things where swordless is slightly a weaker version.
There's some stuff I want to do. Yeah, I definitely want to make swordless weaker for sure. Well, I don't know. I almost kind of just wanted to make it different, you know, just like have its own utility to it.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. You know, I mean, I don't want to really scale more ideas into the game at all with the player character. So probably what we'll do is just make it make sense and not give it like unique, like super unique abilities. I think I've been jumping around and shit. I don't really know. I guess we could give the player a little bit more of a, I guess they don't have a spin, like attack hitbox, right? They don't have like a, it makes sense that they wouldn't pick up. I think the solution to what's feeling weird here is I want to make the acorn pickup radius bigger. Just in general. I think we had a couple people mention it.
Yeah. That's probably true.
Oh,
unshaded.
What? That's funny as fuck.
Speed line. So you were saying the rocks of the sword are just permanent.
Sometimes the rocks, yeah, they were coming out of the, yeah, they're coming out of the swordless ground stab.
Oh yeah. Slow fall. I've set up swordless equals false.
Blows thorn.
Yeah, what's up, Shoki?
Oh. I think the movement feels fucking crazy right now. It's really good. Oh.
Doing alright. Oh yeah. I see they're starting your Archie Async tomorrow, Shoki, so I guess you should get your things in as well. If you actually want to join your own planning.
What's cool about Bonk is you can actually air stall with it really decent. Like if you wanted to like fall onto a platform that had spikes up, you know, slower, even slower than slow fall. I kind of like that about it, to be honest. That's like a cool abuse.
Yeah. I like it as a way to give yourself some time to react to the next move. Or you like wall jump after or something, you know. Nice move you did there, yeah.
Somehow it was like letting me sword.
Don't look up what Japanese
So glad I'm looking at all that stuff now so that this will never happen. Are you gonna do it again? That's my trick.
Yeah.
What the heck? It's something to do with sword throw and then...
It's being really close to the wall and like tapping towards the wall and like spamming sword is making it happen.
It's such an awesome move though. I just love that. It's so insane and then you just fucking mantle it in midair after.
For no
it's so
reason
funny.
the mantle comes out, yeah. Who resub?
And you're like, yeah, I'll jump here.
Resub. Will, thank you. What do they call league matches? Leguma. You're not in Estrella anymore, your wishes? You're in Illinois. That's a completely different place. That's cool.
That is a completely different place.
Got stuck in the tree like a fucking cat. I can't believe I thought of a thing that gets stuck in trees. Honestly. Did not go into that with a game plan. I feel like the swords need a little bit more love on how, like, the actual timings of, like, when they choose to attack, and also how the AO or the ground stab probably needs to have an AOE, but we probably need to put a visual in there for it, which I can work on. But we probably need a visual for it before we implement it. Otherwise, you're just going to be getting fist fucked by sword stabbing anywhere near you. But right now, it's like they physically can't harm you if you slow walk away from them. So
that's true.
They just need a little bit of juice.
I could just make them a little fat.
It's a slippery slope, but that, yeah.
A lot of it is also they go into these root motion animations, right? Which are straight up. That's
slow.
The speed they go. Is that? I mean, we could add a little power to those.
I did take hella frames out of the ground stab animation itself.
Yeah.
Which I think has helped, but it's still.
Oh, we're still waiting for those to be split up as well, so we can do a little more tuning.
In the sword. Oh my god.
The sword downward stab, and it's releasing itself back out. Also, it releasing itself out can probably take it a little further away from the ground, so it doesn't get stuck on as low as possible. Right.
See, oh yeah, that's
what
actually a
happens now.
terrible thing that it fucking does. I forgot about that.
Um,
That's actually the worst thing that it does. Ba boop beep ba beep ba ba boop. You want the sword stab and the sword like coming out to be separate?
yeah.
Okay.
So as soon as it's down at here, like the little shake it does to go back out, that should be split off.
The beginning of the next animation, yeah.
Yeah. Emitter manager, get and convert free emitter rocks on the platform. Yeah, that's fine. That's where it should be. I'm gonna rename it though.
If I name this sword attack 1 part 1 and part 2, will it kill you? Or do you think that'll help? Sword attack 1 part 1 and sword attack 1 part 2. Separate from sword attack 2.
Can you do sword stab down and sword stab up?
That's way better. That's a way better idea.
So I don't have to remember which attack is 1 and which attack is 2.
Yeah, I don't know why that ended up that way.
Naming things for the long term is hard, to be fair.
Yeah, that is true.
Because it's like, how many of these are we really gonna have, you know?
Remember how I named it? Sword stab down, sword stab up.
What's up, GM Pilot?
Oh shit, it's GM Pilot?
Yeah.
That guy
Hope you have any good
flies
ones.
General Motors.
What?
I don't know.
All of them? Game Master Pilot.
Could be. Maybe he's a Grandmaster Pilot. He's
Yeah.
really good at flying. Never thought about it.
Good morning, Pilot. Apparently. There you go. That's the least funny,
That's a band name.
is it?
That's like a shoegaze band name. I don't know.
I was right, no.
Who is Grandpa's Balls Grandpa anyway? What the fuck are you talking? Oh, the Paws Balls Grandpa? Definitely fucking me, if anybody. It's my goddamn website. If anybody's grandpa, it's fucking me.
I guess Speedline also shouldn't cast shadows. I'm gonna go on a limb here.
What, the speed lines?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it's crazy that it's running so good when those are receiving shadows and casting them, and there's 10 billion of them.
They sure are. Yeah. Grandma Pilot. Yeah, we're so fast right now while standing here.
We export sword to GLB, or do we just? I'm gonna do it.
Export sword to GLB? I think we do by default.
I do remember.
Cast shadow off. Did I just fix it? Oh my god, now it's fucked up. What the hell? Oh, it's just that one. Okay, that's fine. You're fine to add a Roar 2 YAML, but now, yeah, I don't think Risk of Rain 2 is a safe thing to add to any YAMLs right now. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, don't. You won't be able to play.
What's up, Raziel? How's it going?
Oh, thanks for the 100 bits, GM Pilot. Time to go play. Good luck with that.
I'm doing okay.
I can't imagine which one that is. There's so many of them.
A little bit of work before I go to the doctor here in a minute. Been doing this today. It needs some work, you know, but I also hope it's nothing serious. I don't know what's going on with me. Like, my hip has been bothering me really bad, and possibly my kidney. I don't know. I could be dying, or I could go be prescribed medicine that will fix it in 2 days. I don't know. That's what's so fun about being alive.
Yeah, have a good time.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. The way I did this is actually really cringe. I took a picture of it like this. Actually, you know what? I might do it with the sword just for fun, just to throw them in there. I guess I basically just did this, right?
Yeah, I hope your thing goes okay, by the way.
Yeah. I do too. I hope they
Thought it
give me
was
some
feeling better.
answers. I hate not getting answers. My my hip has been better and worse. It comes and goes. I don't know. I have had like weird like pain, internal pain for a week or two. It does work. I don't, you know, I think about stuff like this and I'm like, wow, this is so shameful. And then I'm like, I don't actually give a fuck. But yeah, it's I'm gonna come through here and obviously touch it up, but it's like just getting the shape and like idea of it all, like scale of each thing and in respect to the rest of it, like it's just so beneficial.
Yeah.
And obviously I can come back through here. I've been kind of mocking it up. I'm gonna come through here and make it detailed. Yeah, I've already touched it up a decent bit, but for what it is, which is literally me copy pasting a screenshot of it into Sprite, couldn't be happier.
And it does kind of look awesome. I guess it's just maybe the nice part about the 4-color palette is that things like this don't look as
Shit,
maybe
yeah.
insane as they would in a full 3D render and then put it in an image.
Well, exactly, yeah. And it is trying to convert the colors of this image into this palette, which is why some of them are wrong. Like his mouth has orange like aliasing around it, and like his beard is orange outlined instead of purple. And there's just a lot of little stuff like that it's sort of changed. Some for the better, some for the worse, but I don't know. I still think it's probably worth doing.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Is this supposed to be my tail? I could actually make this look like way cooler. Long.
Shoki, I don't even know if I showed you this sick move. I've already seen it by now, but still.
We're on a character select screen right now. Okay, that's fun. Hope it'll look as good as it did in your head. I definitely get that. That I definitely understand.
Why is his entire ass fog floor moving? Insane.
Fog floor is moving?
Like it's despawning itself. It's the layering is wrong on it sometimes.
Oh.
Like depending on the angle I look at it, it's either there or not, and I don't like that.
There's definitely some weird shit with transparency right now. Do you think it has anything to do with that?
Yeah, I think it is that.
That makes sense.
I think I probably have something set wrong on the one colored shader for the red castle tile sheet, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that keeps having issues, right? With the smoke particles randomly, sometimes not casting correctly and stuff.
I think so, yeah.
Anyway, sword particle throw when it enter. When we hit stab, if we stab it out, we bonk. I'm playing the sword ride animation when you try to stab it out of the sword. It's insane.
What the fuck?
It's so you notice it every time you do it. You'll be like, no, it sucks. But I'll also make an issue out of it. You know?
I love making issues.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll let you
New
do it.
problem.
All right. Didn't want to take away from your fun.
No, I'm just kidding. I meant like making problems.
Oh yeah, same thing. Okay, that works pretty well. Nice. Awesome. Oh, let me just push this stuff while I remember. Sure, discard it. Fuck it. Here I themed tree trunk. I certainly didn't do anything there. So.
Vaguli.
Player mantle SFX. Sound effect. True. Jump particle trail. Oh, you mean the dust jet thing? Yeah.
That's, I think, what I mean, yeah. The little 2 or 3 smoke poofs leading up with you on your jump. Good shit.
Player position during wall slide incorrect. Oh, you mean like we're sitting in the wall? Is that the... Yeah, that's what you mean.
Yeah, that is what I meant by that for sure. Sorry, it takes me 8 seconds to understand anything.
It's okay. I'm throwing like 18 questions at you and barely explaining them.
But Brillin, thank you. Yeah, the eyeball sword. Thank you. That was our first enemy. I was like, that'll be an easy thing to make. And it's the hardest thing to make that we have, so. Game design shit's easy.
Lines unshaded. Slow fall stuff without sword. Okay, I've pushed all of the things we've discussed so far.
Insane.
Just like that. They call me the fixer.
I wish that I could just do that. I wish I could just do that.
I mean, you could, but
Sometimes I do.
at this point, there's a lot of logic I've written that, let's
I
say,
kind
I
of need to
don't
be
document
clued
everything
in
as well.
oftentimes, yeah. I'm like,
I
okay,
should-
what's this do?
Maybe during when we have the playtest out, I'll do some documentation work.
That could be cool.
Can start documenting every script instead of the 4 or 5 that I've done it in that are readable. And you can replace me, because everyone can just do it then.
No.
No. Anyway, some of the highlights here. The speed line unshaded, the footsteps, spawn limit is fixed. But the slow fall when you throw the sword or receive the sword during it are both fixed. So it will, at the very least, it restarts, the spinning animation and stuff, and you get the sword back during it.
I see. That's cool.
And no one unlocks you in the return animation that it used to. which I think was a pretty big issue.
Yeah. was
Stabbing
awful.
without the sword bonks you now when you land.
I like that, I think.
Although the bonk direction
We
is
could
a
also have
little
it fucking pancake you. Like you just fucking land flat. Like the moment you fucking land, it just like instantly you're fucking pancaked.
I mean, if you do a normal jump into a stab without a sword, it shouldn't just instantly pancake you from like 5 feet, but
I think that's great.
maybe it should. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, maybe not from 5 feet in the air, but I do think it's kind of funny.
I think it'd be great if instead of a bonk, he has like a sort of like he falls on his face.
That'd be cool.
Kind of thing. And then it's like, you know, it locks you a little bit, like a couple frames while you get up.
I think you should slide forward on your face.
Okay,
That way, if you do it
sure.
really stupid, you just fucking kill yourself. I think that'd be fun. I don't know. We'll see. I'm looking for a red test.
You can actually now, because you can stab out of bonk, because it ends you in midair, you can just bonk infinitely in place by just stabbing over and over again.
That's the shit.
Awesome. You should allow movement during bonk, so you can have a bonk percent.
Bonkers. Any bonkers?
You can just bonk yourself through the whole stage really slowly. It's got a pogo stick vibe to it, you know?
This is totally fine and going to work just fine. Now we're talking.
Oh, also the sound for recalling the sword in slow fall's fixed, so it now stops
nice.
between the sounds as we expect. There are multiple swords, DV.
What about the sword stuck in the ground? That I'm gonna use for a static screen cutscene where it's like text, and I'm gonna reuse that for a different thing. Not going in this file. It'll have its day though. Yeah, I'm gonna use this for something else. I do really like it. I did spend some time on it. This is gonna be like the end credits, you know. I don't know. This tree turned out so good. I'm like super proud of how far I've come with tree. I remember spending hours doing a tree forever ago. I don't know if I still have it. I'd like to try to find it. There's like a million different versions of it, and it's way too high resolution, but this is the tree I made a million years ago for Joanna. There's like a million different ones, and I truthfully don't know which one is which. Those are leaves. Those are objectively leaves. I started doing like it is a lot different. Honestly, it's not terrible. I started doing like a leafy thing that I ended up doing on this tree that we're doing. I started making like a face for it, but I never really fleshed that out. E4 Mabe. I wonder if that's the one. 3-3, the trequel? Really, it's hard to say which one of these is actually the one I care about. It may be Tree 4 Mabe. Big new leaf? Hard to say. These aren't big or new. I lose my mind. Alright, anyway. I've come a long way from that tree. I think this is a lot better, personally. It's a lot different, too. Dun, dun. Right? What is this? Like this video game? This stream? The Flicko rule? I mean, when I hit the classic flip O rule. I know it was a typoo.
Yo.
Oh.
A flick or ruel.
Yeah. It was a typoo, don't worry.
I should unfuck mushrooms.
You've been fucking mushrooms?
Yeah. Well, I tried to
Insane.
fix the sideways one, but instead I just made the normal ones worse. And the sideways ones kind of work, but they still kind of suck, so... I should just make the sideways one a different entity that isn't trying to be the same thing.
O'Rule is the birthplace of magic.
Yeah.
It's at the bottom of the earth now. It remained there even after the rest of the world became Cloud World. I made this up. What the fuck is this?
Wrong layer.
You know I'm on the wrong fucking layer. You know I don't know what the
Evil
right
wrong
layer
layer.
is. I couldn't imagine what the right layer would even be there. Jesus.
Yeah.
Write that down.
A real vines from the depths of ooh.
What happened? Oh. Sorry, I genuinely felt that way. It was.
Where's my bramble? It's like your thing.
I was like, no, my fucking clouds were gone. They looked like this. I said, what the fuck happened? What did I delete? Oh my god, part of my bramble doesn't even have fucking yellow.
What? It's fake yellow. It's the background.
It is the background. You can't tell when you're making it. This layer shit is impossible. You gotta like remember what the fuck that you've ever done. What? None of this is in bramble. Where the fuck is it? Platform?
What's the thing you worked on before bramble? That's where it's gonna be. Yeah.
No. Backrooms yellow.
Interesting.
Is this what it's like talking to children?
I haven't seen the S word yet. I think we're safe.
I wanted to think of a dumb old thing that began with S that they
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
know
would.
about and be like, this?
Skedaddle.
Do, do, do.
I've been trying to think of how to get speed lines the direction to be correct, and I realize I'm just an idiot. So
The young kids these days wouldn't know about startles. You're right, that's too classic and original from back in the
Yeah.
day.
some of it's insane. Imagine if Eminem was a moon goddess.
Get out.
I don't even know how to parse that sentence, to be honest. Mentally or physically. We are banned.
You are banned. Yeah, that's the saddest part. Just a matter of time, probably. Maybe you're cool, who knows? But you're probably fucked. Just want you to know. I'm so sorry in advance.
Inevitably. It will happen.
There's like 4 people who have ever been teenagers in my chat and lived to tell the tale.
Insane thing to say. Emitter that does this could come kind of hard, actually.
Huh? What, go hard?
New way to make emitter that go every direction. Just
Ooh.
rotate it manually.
Yeah. I do that. I do want to do that with rocks, but rocks need to like go up and out. They kind of just go out from the center.
Oh, up and out, it's easy enough.
Could be.
I can do that. Or after I fix speed lines.
My dad is so
Be
funny.
perfect.
He'd be texting
He
me the
is.
wrong shit constantly, meaning it for other people.
Mm.
It's never anything crazy, but it's always like, God damn it, Dad, this is like every day. What the fuck is this?
It says August 30th, 2024.
I'm not
What?
sure I understand.
You ever hear of the Bell Riots?
Vaguely.
It is one of the most violent civil disturbances in American history, and it happened right here. San
What is
Francisco,
today the day of the
Sanctuary
Bell
District,
Riots?
The first week of September, 2024.
But that's only a few days from
Uh-huh.
now.
It's a fictional Star Trek event from
Oh.
August 30th, 2024.
Of course. I was gonna say that.
That's insane. Yes. What up? I love that. I'm glad he finally found him a cushion. He's been like sleeping with his head on like the windowsill, and he like props it under his hand, and it looks so uncomfortable. I want to like knit him a little pillow or something. It's fucked up. I love him. Blue's so adorable. That fucking... all those pictures of Blue we did yesterday were incredible. You see this? This picture of Blue stretching. This one's really good. I made him dunk naturally. This one's insane.
Oh, my vector math is coming at me again.
No, not the vector
not-
math.
Yeah, I mean, it's very simple. We have velocity. I want the rotation that points the opposite direction from the velocity that the object's going. Very easy, you'd think. Probably is, if you know the formula. You know?
It's hard.
It's probably like 8 tan 2 x dot y and then some shit, and then it's just there, you know.
It's the bun. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, that explains what the fuck that guy was talking about earlier. I did not know what that meant. He just said, Bun loves the eyeball sword. Like me and you go way back or something, you know?
It's your idea.
It's your idea.
Didn't know you def this.
I don't even think it's my idea. I feel like this is mythological or something like.
Odin, is that you?
I've been playing God of War Ragnarok.
Oh shit! First time?
Yeah.
Oh,
And me and Lauren have been playing through it. Ba-do-do-do-do. This is coming together. It's Pikachu and Zelda to you. There's literally nothing you guys say that makes sense to me.
That's true.
I get that that's probably by design. Heard someone talking about linear algebra.
No.
No, it was just math, but I could see how you would get it confused.
I also realize I'm just doing it wrong, so it's okay.
I haven't had a couple people in cahoots in my fucking stream in a minute.
You haven't?
No.
Been a unique experience?
Normally single people. Nobody really cues duos anymore.
Yeah, fair. It's changed, you know, since I did that patch.
TV pinning the big grin. TV loves happiness. I think to reflect a vector in 3D is something to do with the orthogonal identity matrix to the transform of what you're reflecting.
That is true. But I'm not trying...
You're not trying what? You cut out.
I'm not trying to reflect the vector. Because it's just the opposite. I just want the exact opposite way of what it is, which is negative, you know? It's like times -1 kind of vibe. But then I have a vector of velocity negative, but I want rotation from 0 to that point. And there's a function for that in Godot called look at. So I just put that in, and now it just works.
When you know it.
I was just being an idiot.
Classic look at solves everything moment.
It always does.
Oh, and another really small thing that's tweakable, I think, is the FOV return to normal speed should be faster. Like the speed FOV, when you stop moving, it slowly creeps back to normal, but it probably needs to creep a little faster.
It will probably creep faster in both directions if we do that.
That is probably fine, actually. I think it probably needs to. That could actually maybe bolster it a little. This is
Godot.
Delta.
Let's try 10 times faster and see how it feels. Okay. Enough of that music. Enough Super Nintendo sound font.
It was pretty cool. I mean, I've never used another engine, so I can't compare it to anything, but lots of nice stuff that are when it works.
Yeah, I mean, internally Lookout does some other stuff, right? It also has Lookout from position if you wanted it to also teleport, or if you wanted it to stay in the same Y height, which we've used before. Use it for the sword, so they look at us without moving up and down if we jump. There's quite a few pre-written functions in Godot that I actually really like. And there's quite a few of them that are pre-written that sounds like you'd like them, and then they don't do what they say they do, and then you don't like them anymore.
And then we hate them.
So then you have to go figure out why the fuck they documented it wrong. You know. Yo, they're way sicker now. You're gonna love the new speed lines, actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they follow our actual velocity curve.
Oh, that sounds incredible.
So when you do your dash jump, you know, they curve upwards with you instead of just being straight behind us still.
You never trusted the Unity version of Look At. That's fair. I trust very few things as far as like the built-in functions of Godot. Most of your stuff in Unreal. You need an entire production team to set up the base architecture to use said power. Let's see. Well, it ain't worth that to me. Oh.
Pretty. Yeah, Unreal's good at making things look good.
It does look pretty good sometimes.
But then some of it is very overkill.
Yeah.
You can do things in Unreal that we really don't need. Like the overhead required would be insane for us, I think.
It's super unnecessary for this type of project and what I have in mind and the vision, all that.
If I was making Tears of the Kingdom, you know, I would probably either make my own engine or do something like Unreal.
Yeah.
Or make it a challenge and do Godot. See where you go.
see how far it goes. One of my inspirations, Hollow Knight, Super Mario 64, Mario Odyssey, Spyro, Celeste, Pseudo Regalia is probably the only reason I'm even making it. Because I played that game and I was like, I could probably put together a lot of this, like at least like environmentally and like, you know, it's really simple. Like there's a lot of simplicity to Pseudo Regalia. It made me feel like I could start, you know, on something. Pseudo Regalia. Yeah, it's the... Here, I'll show you. A really good 3D platformer. It's like $6 fucking, by the way. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Like PSX style schmovement type game, you know what I mean?
I guess from my side, a couple extras are like country and 64 things that I like a lot that I'm stealing or taking inspiration from.
Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Donkey Kong Country a
The more
lot.
classic platformers. 64 as well. I mean, the menu is reminiscent of it, right?
That's true.
In a way.
This game came out last year. It's an indie game.
Yeah. It's a really sick indie game.
It has 10,000 fucking reviews, by the way. Overwhelmingly positive. So it did pretty well. Granted, it is $6 a copy, but that's still a lot of money.
10,000 people that have played it and left a review. I can only assume
there's actually
about 10 times
I think
as many
there's
have actually played it.
there's actually like a Steam calculator. You can type in the amount of reviews they have and it'll like estimate their like how much money they made. And I always find it really interesting. Sometimes it's wrong as fuck, I think, but
I mean, yeah,
it's neat.
10,000 reviews. I would say it's generous to say 1 in 10 people puts a review up, even if they really like a game.
Yeah, no, I haven't fucking reviewed it, and I'm literally endorsing it.
I'm just thinking that's already 600,000.
Maybe I did put a review up. I didn't. Oh, I did review it. What did I say? Only played it for 6 hours, and it left such a impact on me. It's so funny.
Hours.
The combat
Yeah,
is
what
kind
someone
of
else played and they figured out you could throw your sword into a wall and then catch it and then it becomes a weapon. And you were like, what?
See my background on oh yeah. That's so fucking good. The my background is of course eyes, like a shitload of eyes.
Oh my god. Terrifying.
It's kind of badass. I don't know what this is from, but what a sick background, you know. Got my max Hollow Knight achievements on there. I should show you my game, Nitro Bun, instead of my fucking Steam profile. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Let's see.
Also, Hat in Time is another one that I
Oh yeah, Hat in Time.
really
For
love
sure.
and deserves to be
I should pull.
Fire's mine.
I haven't pulled all day. You missed my Steam profile. You're lost. You were lost. I just spent a bunch of points on it.
No.
I did not edit player sword projectile.
Okay. What's so cute? Huh?
You said eldritch as heck. What do you mean you didn't see my Steam profile? Is that not what you were talking about, the eyes? Man, I gotta get rid of the mountain from my item showcase. So
The
sad.
mountain.
Yeah, I just thought about it. They're fucking NFT losers.
Oh,
Yeah, cringe lords.
disgusting.
You really genuinely hate to see it. Now I'm gonna put a tumbleweed on my profile instead. That's the good shit right there. I swear something was here before, but I don't know what it was. I think I accidentally clicked off of it.
Yo, Godot emptying or randomly editing script is my #1 thing I hate. Yeah.
I bless online. What the fuck is this? They don't even have images? This is so fucking funny. Holy shit.
Founder rewards. Yo.
I don't.
And they're all broken. You should pick one of those.
I think I refunded this. Is why it's like this.
Oh.
That's
I
really
see.
bizarre. Anyway,
Membership buffs.
interesting.
Yeah, I use an external editor for Godot. Like I'm writing in Visual Studio Code, and if there's an error that happens during Godot when you test, it opens the script in the editor, the normal editor, and then just refuses to overwrite anything ever again until you close it manually. It's really cool. Really great workflow.
Godot likes to add to your scripts as a little treat. It's like, here's this.
Yeah.
Maybe you could use it. I think that the game's about to lag gigantic balls because I think Godot just decided to open bad. Sometimes it'll do this, but I may be wrong. Could be wrong. Hey, video game. Ignore the smoke from running starting too high. It looks like I'm just farting over and over again, actually. Really cool. I need to lower it. I edited it yesterday and then never put it in the right spot. I'm pretty sure that if you place a fake horn in the leaf pile, when you alert them, they'll jump out of it and like it'll splash leaves everywhere. It's really fucking cool. And not intended. Specifically not intended. Oh, what? Not the thing that we hate. Okay, sorry. That was insane. Sometimes the sword throw up against the wall will like launch you away from the wall. It's really bizarre.
I have some thoughts on why that's happening, but Let's wait until I fix it. Or I promise anything.
Yeah, I think the unshaded speed lines are a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
The yellow could be less long, I guess. That's my nitpick. An emote feature. Yeah, you can you do this. That's pretty much it. The air spin is super quiet. I'm just realizing it. Oh, master volume's just way down. That's all.
That's my fault. My settings are like that.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Wow. Wow. Our sword enemy is kind of a dumbass right now. Okay. No, they did. I don't think they did that. He looks around. About it though. Oh.
Up.
Moving platform is
Isn't the weird
gross.
thing at the top still? Yeah.
Top and the bottom is actually, it's like eating your feet and then you're floating above it a little.
You know I hate platform right now.
I hate it always. Anyway, I guess it doesn't, maybe it doesn't matter. That's a nitpick. I think that's like the kind of shit that we can ignore, and it's like literally nobody will ever give a fuck about it ever.
I care.
I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Certain things like that, it's like there's gonna be some shit like that. It's inevitable.
If you get rid of all moving platforms, then we can get rid of Jolt, and everyone will be perfect again. Yes, sir, right.
Is Whiskerwood Veil magical? Yeah, no, there is fucking magic. Yeah, I mean, there's a fucking floating sword with eyeballs on it. It's magic. I guess that could be some kind of fucked up non-magical explanation. But yeah, you can fucking throw your sword and fly on it, and it's magic. I don't know if I showed you that actually. There's literal wizards shooting fireballs also. That maybe is what I should have cited first. I was like, yeah, there's magic. It's not Eldritch. No. Sorry about the double acorn death. The loudest thing that can happen to anyone. If it's any kind of magic, it's probably like nature magic or some shit. I don't know. It looks like I'm hitting my nuts on the ground. I love that. When I ground stab without the sword. The Eldritch shit from space, I guess we don't know, right? Like, it's just from the earth, like deep in the earth. It'll be added with the Broodstar reference, yeah. I think a lot about referencing Broodstar. Ever since we had a bunch of ideas for little stuff we'd do in Gemini Jacket. I wanted to do a big 3D version of the Broodstar ship, and like have it flying through the sky in some levels. I did not have the chops to create a 3D brood starship back then. I probably could now. Yeah, I was really excited about the premise.
The hell you did that in the little bit of time you've known about Pseudo Regalia?
You've known about Pseudo Regalia for 5 minutes. What do you mean?
You're like, I'm making my sea right now.
I got the printing press in my chat.
That's awesome if you did, though. I mean,
Oh, that's sick.
it's a cool style.
Yeah, the speed lines are killing it. I'm digging it. Feeling it.
You don't even have the new version of it.
You use math? What the hell does that mean?
That's very mysterious of you. The newest version of Speedline should be there soon. I'm just figuring out how to deal with the sword ride, because we don't use velocity there, so I have to use a different one.
Is it a hot topic? So what you're saying is that you didn't actually make your OC Sparky in Pseudo Regalia style. You told a machine learning AI to do it. So you actually didn't do fucking anything. If you think about it, you actually didn't do fucking anything. What's up, Big Benji? You had to make a game for school with a bunch of friends. You went with the idea of a 3D Metroidvania thinking, oh, no one did that. That's when you found out about Pseudo Regalia. All of you played it in one evening and it was an absolute blast. Yeah, it's fucking killer. God, it's so good. 3D Metroidvania is such a killer idea. Nobody's really done it. Like, it had never really been done that way. Like, I guess technically there's like, Metroid Prime is like, technically a 3D Metroidvania, right? But not like, it's not like all of the hallmarks of Metroidvania, I feel like. The same way that Pseudo Regalia did it. It is very much like your standard fare Metroidvania, but in a 3D environment. I think there's a little bit of that in Blue Fire also, which is another indie platformer. I am pretty sure it was a Metroidvania, though I don't think it really had like the open-endedness that Pseudo has. Pseudo Regalia is insane because specifically there's like, I just love the design of it. You can find so many different abilities in so many different orders, and then like still do like all or most of the rooms with those abilities. Like, it's really great. Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights did 3D Metroidvanias first. That's so true. I think I know what you're talking about. Emotionally intelligent? There's only one motherfucker I know like that. And he helped me through a messy
I mean, Unity is a 3D engine, so is Godot, but doesn't mean the game you make is 3D. 2.5D at best, and I would definitely call it more 2D than anything. It's 2D with layering, I guess. I know.
Hollow Knight's a 3D Metroidvania. No, you're right.
Yeah, you've got a point, actually. I think.
New accolade to apply to Hollow Knight. I agree. Bloom. Are you as stupid as this giant tower of wolf wizards?
No, they're pretty cool. I mean, Mario Maker can get away with it. I think we can.
That actually is true. The fox does not have a actual canon name, no. People do call him Armored Renard. But I fucking hate that name and won't call him that.
It is his name, but it's not.
It is in the Steam description of the game that I have in their placemat, but John Whiskerwood. That's what I'm talking about, you know? That's badass.
John Vale.
John, well, really it'd have to be the whole game name as his last name for it to really be the format.
It's too long of a last name. No one would get away with that.
But yeah, the goal of the game is to go around. There's like 3 little dudes in each level that you can save. Oh, that was interesting. The whoosh, like the wind effect has damage blink on it, which I don't know if it should.
I don't think so.
It doesn't
I think
look
damage
that
blink
bad.
is written like pick an end.
I did it. How did he get to Whiskerwood? I think he lives there. Some of this stuff is not in. Some of the stuff you're gonna be asking me questions. I'm gonna be spinning it off the dome because I haven't really decided like everything. I have like sort of a vague idea of like the world and setting and history and like why we're here, why we're doing this, what our goals are, you know. I feel like he lives here, and the main idea of the game is that there's like these 4 evil warlord guys who have like came through and like invaded these lands, and you're basically just going around trying to kick them out and save the people who have been like trapped or caged, captured. But what confuses me is like how people get around in this universe. I think we had a good idea about it, but I don't remember it. Because the whole world will be sky islands like this. This is not one level. The entire game is going to be shit like this in different themes. In my mind, the entire world is sort of like these shattered like islands like floating over in ether. And I kind of have the idea that there was some sort of like ancient cataclysmic event that left the world like this. I've thought about airships. But I feel like they got to be bird powered. I don't really want technology. I'm kind of terrified of any sort of like, I don't want it to be steampunky, right? Like it's got to be nature. Yeah. It's got to be a nature thing, I feel. I will come up with something. The other option is like magical travel, but I think that would be weird if like everybody just had like a fucking portal to every island or something. Like it would be weird.
I was talking to Quartzy about it for a little bit. I think you also have.
Yeah, I have.
At one point done that. He was saying, but I think we can definitely get something. It's like there is some form of worship, I guess, of the big magical sword in the starting hub.
Yeah, I don't know if it's...
It could somewhat tie into that, where they lend an aspect of it to make all their things fly.
Yeah, there could be like... I don't know that I want it to be worship. I don't know that I want it to be like religion as much as like... maybe they get something out of it, you know, like you said, like they use it to like make magical items or something.
It's not like a religious worship, but like, you know, they treat it well and they build a temple around it to protect it, and you know. Yeah,
I like that.
There's probably people whose entire life is protecting that thing, and
oh yeah, I like that.
Getting it.
The bun suggests massive catapults for inter-island travel. The bun.
I mean, a very early concept for level picking was shooting out of a cannon, I think.
Yes.
That was like the very first one ever, which
I'm really,
I don't think we'll do.
I'm very attached to the idea of flying around like a top-down hub. Like, you just have like an infinite flight sword hub.
I really want to make seamless level loading work.
Yeah,
and then actually make it 3D flying.
Yeah, no, that would be sick. And then like the silhouette for levels like comes up.
If I can get anything remotely Windbreaker like, but for flying, I will do it.
That would be really interesting, I think. I don't know if we need it to be like Wind Waker. And actually,
we're going to need 100 levels as well, so get going now. 100 little islands, please.
Oh, I see what you mean, Nitro Button. You were referring to yourself in the third person. I don't know why that confused me. What up? Welcome back from Costco. What'd you get? Anything good? Oh my god.
Costco. This is... What am I doing wrong here?
You immediately got an ad?
This needs to position.
Yeah, I planned it. I was like, get that guy out of here. Alright, I got about 15 minutes.
Why am I even doing this? I can just take...
Thanks for the sub. Or the gift sub, Villain. Yeah, thanks for your wishes. Big 15 months. We got a hype train incoming, I guess. Oh, that's cool. It shows unlockable emotes now.
Do you think there's a new one still? Hey, wait, you're right. You can just check that now.
That's really awesome. Cute.
Oh my god.
Well, these are pretty cool.
They are actually pretty cool.
The Gimme That Jamiroquai
it's awesome.
Which one?
Gimme That is
sick.
Yeah,
yeah, the Jamiroquai one. I fucking love that. Like
fall damage. Yo. I love these. What the hell? They make good emotes. What?
There's a literal shitload of them. Why didn't they do this before? It's because I guess it's September, right?
Level 106. I think we'll get there.
Level 106? Oh, I see.
That's Pirate Software's record, I think.
I see, yeah.
Cap by Infinite's cool too. At 100.
That's wild. Level 100. That's crazy. It's
I mean,
cool that
anything above 25 is weird, but still.
I really like that they are incentivizing anything for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good that they're doing anything. They normally don't. This golf emote where they miss is pretty good too. There's a lot of really unique emotes in here. Is this lumpy cat scare? Looks like some shit Lumpy would make.
I love turn up and fall damage. They're sick.
Fall damage is good. Holy shit.
First fall damage at level 3. Okay, we have to get the 3 and stop, guys.
That's pretty cool.
Don't
It's
go above
actually
3.
insane. I don't even know how much money it would take to get to level 106, but I think I would retire. Like,
I don't know why Pyrotover's still going after he got that twice.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, he is. I think he's doing a retirement party or something.
He's setting up
planning it.
franchises. I get it.
He's going. He's spending it, investing. You know.
Yeah, he's doing big stuff. The Gritty Goose is insane. What the fuck? This is Cliffy came up with this one.
Yeah.
Stir the Pot's pretty good.
Did you hear me say something about level transitions without loading? Yeah, I want to try and do some sort of seamless loading, if I can, between levels. So you'd fly out of a level and you go and fly into the distance and eventually load into the next one. But it's gonna be difficult, I think. But I think it would be cool to blow off. Yo, you did it.
You did it.
It's level 3. If you're at level 3, can everyone stop, please?
What? Yeah, it's
Actually,
okay.
we're not
So
there yet.
it's
Hold on.
loading the levels.
Yeah.
Tell me how that takes us to level 2 and what universe.
We need 2 more subs for level 3. Shit.
It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
I think it could be done probably too. If they could do it in Wind Waker, I'm sure we can do it now, 20 years later.
Thank you so much.
I just have to figure out how.
Let's see. Gimme That is exciting. I hope to God we get that. Is this just like everybody gets these when they
I
participate?
think
at the
people
level?
that participated, yeah.
Oh.
We have to meet it, so... Currently, we don't have level 2 unlocked yet. We need to beat level 2 to get those.
Oh,
Shit.
what the fuck? That's how it works?
Hold up,
evil.
I got this.
Here, I'll cheer. What? Why did it even prompt me? Evil.
You can cheer for your own thing. That's awesome.
You can't. You can just say that you would. Thank you so much.
Yo, I'm at 707. I have to stop now. I'm sorry. It's the last I've ever done.
I can't even figure out how to make my... This fucking cheer, you can't cheer in your own channel, is glued to my screen. Help.
So level 1 to segment. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's mostly...
That's what it
the
is.
biggest problem is back-end scene loading. And then making it part of the scene tree, but putting it in a position that isn't the center of where it normally sits. So there's definitely, I think I have some ideas on it. I'm just wondering, how do we unload at the same time we load new scene tree without making it like super obviously despawn where you're looking, you know? I'll probably fake it with some sort of, you know, in-between area where both parts are unloaded. And then we check your direction, and there's some directional area where it checks in 2D how far you've flown, and then it loads another level if you're nearby enough. But it's definitely not a short-term idea, you know. We're still on playtest 2, where we're gonna test if the level works properly.
I'm actually so impressed with the quality of these emotes.
Yeah, it's actually kind of insane.
They're like they're almost all usable, which is insane, because normally there's like one usable one and 12 completely useless ones.
That's true. If I get Danger Dance or Gimme That, I'm happy.
I think we get the whole fucking tier.
I think you get one of them.
That's not how it should work.
I think you get one emote every time you're part of a hype train.
That's how it normally works, but it says unlock now with a big list of lit up
It does say
emotes.
incoming 1 of 6 for me.
Oh, that's insane.
But maybe you get all of them because you're the streamer.
That's insane. Maybe, yeah, maybe.
If it's something that could be done in raw C++ to make it speedier, almost certainly. Yes. Godot script is going to be slow here. And I'm not afraid of C++ extensions to figure it out. But I'll probably, you know, implement it in Godot script first to see if it's even something we want to do and if it works well enough. If it comes down to a speed issue, I'll move it over. But if it works without needing to C++ it, then fuck it, why not?
Did you know you can simulate the entire Minecraft render pipeline? I mean, yeah. Why not? Why wouldn't you be able to?
Yeah, the actual render pipeline does it too when it runs. Oh, I've just been sitting on the screen, huh? Oops.
I guess I
Oh,
maybe
yes,
don't
that's right.
understand exactly what that means, but. Longest fake
I
coin.
should. I think I should take gravity out of the rotational direction of these lines, because they seem to always aim downwards when you're walking a straight line on the floor, and that's gravity, baby.
Talking about what?
The
Speed
new
lines?
speed line thing. Like, it's taking our velocity but backwards. But since our velocity always has gravity minus, it's like slightly upwards behind us every time. I don't like that.
I do.
No one needs to know gravity is real.
Yeah.
It is.
True.
But I can remove it pretty easily.
Let me fix these. Well, maybe I'll fix them later. The footstep particles are placed slightly wrong on the player. They need to go down. I didn't replace them immediately because it took 6 seconds. Oh. .5 GM 0.5 is like moon gravity.
Default gravity in Godot is actually 9.8, since it simulates, real gravity.
Interesting. I didn't think about that. Ooh. 0%? That sounds like it's terrible, doesn't it? I think the design of hype trains is like actually batshit crazy.
Yes.
Wow. Hundreds of dollars later, we all have one emote.
Oh, you got personal best.
That's pretty cute, to be fair.
It is. What do I get? Wow.
It does look kind of like a backwards L instead of the number 1, but it's a gold medal. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Hasn't told me what I got yet. Maybe I got nothing,
Did Brillin get one? I feel like Brillin should have gotten one.
You think I shouldn't have?
I think that you should have gotten every goddamn one of them. The fact that you didn't is honestly fucking shameful. People that design it are like the most money hungered cocksuckers. God, I can't fucking speak.
They are one of those for sure. They're not even in the same category. That's the other thing I don't like about this. Is hype train emotes are like randomly spread around the whole world.
It's insane. They don't give a fuck about the actual user experience at all. And they never have, and it's always been so transparent. It's so fucking annoying.
I'll get it eventually, I'm sure. Which hype train?
What have I done?
I do like hype. Ooh. I got personal best as well. But it didn't tell me.
I think we all got personal best.
Alright guys, we have to try again. We don't have them yet.
I did a weird thing that I should not have been able to do. Somehow I landed and it was still doing the whooshing effect of like the slow fall.
Oh, I think I was worried this would happen. I knew it would. I was like, this shouldn't necessarily matter, but it does.
I don't.
It's if you go into if you throw your sword just as you land from slow fall. It doesn't actually turn it to invisible, I think. There's some very. It's just like a, it's a race condition to like 1 frame apart. Also, because you'd have to throw your sword before you land, so like it's gonna, but not too early, because then the sword takes it away from you. So it's like very specific. Anyway, I'll just I'll put a thing in there. I spaced a line of codes slightly differently.
I do really love throwing the sword into the spikes and it like ramps off of them and fucking twirls through the air.
Awesome, right?
That is insane. It makes me want to make a mini game where we throw the sword at a ramp and try to land it in a bucket or something. Fucking Zelda shit. Holy fuck.
I didn't land it in a bucket. Yeah, we're ready for that kind of mini game.
Does Dash attack right now without sword?
I
Can't
don't
tell
think
if I'm
it has a hitbox.
ISGing or...
It shouldn't have a hitbox, I think. Because hitbox should be on the sword. But I haven't checked into it for a while, so I really should. That's another one where maybe we wanted to do something, right? Dash without sword.
Yeah, I think so.
Because you can't throw or recall your sword when you're in dash, I think. But you shouldn't be able to anyway.
Pick the targets.
You can. Okay, I'm gonna disable that.
Dash while in,
I think throwing sword while you're dashing should be not possible.
I don't think it lets you.
It doesn't let you throw it while dashing, seemingly, but it lets you recall it while dashing. Which is also wrong.
Pulls the sword into your stomach.
Yeah, that's still a thing I have to also change the graphic of.
That's 100% what I was going for with it, Nitro. Here, let me show you the actual... When you actually come back to life, there's like a different one. Fades out like that, and then fades in like this. You're alive again. Oh, you want to know something cool that you probably didn't know? You can do this. Oh, no, you can't. What the fuck did I do to break colors?
You restarted once.
That could be. Oh, did I
And then you
restart?
tried to change color after.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I think you're right.
it happens if you die once. Also. My bad, basically. It's the old script. Because we only use the old script for world environment and light, and both of those break. Still. The way they used to always do that, also. Hey Radiant, how you doing? I'm doing alright. It's been productive so far. First couple hours. I changed the FOV speed, but it's very jarring at this level, so
I think it's good.
I think I have to do something with averages over the last few seconds. Because it's too responsive now. Like you take a step and the entire FOV instantly moves out. That's a bit too hard.
When am I doing an awful onstage buggy presentation of my game to try to hide clearly obvious bugs? Remembering the Fable 2 presentation right now. That's
like half the streams we do.
That's most of my streams. Yeah, I actually don't try to hide it though. I get like hyper fixated on it and then show everybody everything that's wrong with my game.
Yeah. The words X is fucked up right now. Come out a lot. How you doing, Radiant? What are you up to? I'm pushing this because speed lines look awesome now. That's it.
360 black screens at that moment is so hard. I loved Fable 2. Oddly, I didn't really have any like bugginess with it when it actually came out. And then I tried to play 3 and I hated it. Hated it. And I don't know if I'm just like so out of touch that I don't understand what you're saying, or if you're not a real person. And I really don't know.
I implore you to pull
Oh, okay.
for your
I have to-
speed line.
Fable 3 sucks really bad. I literally, there's very few games that I've done this with. I rented it, I opened the game, like, past the tutorial. It was, like, so, like, the quality of the game was so shit, like, just the moment I fucking opened it, that I did not want to ever play it ever again. Like, I don't understand how anyone else didn't have that experience. It was, like, so night and day to me. Like, I would have rather went back and played Fable 2 or Fable 1, like, that day. I don't know. I don't know. You've only played Fable 3? You're crazy. Literally.
That's why you're able to finish it then.
Fable 1 stands up to this day. To this day, it's still good.
True. Fable 1 was awesome.
A lot of good stuff about Fable 1. We had like input lag. Maybe that's part of it. There were like really weird aspects of 3 that I didn't like. The menu was like, when you paused it, I think you went into like a 3D like area that was your menu or something. I don't remember, but I remember not vibing with it very much at all. You know what I think really fucked me up is I learned at the beginning of Fable 3 that I was gonna have a weapon that leveled up with me. And I was like, I do not fucking want to play this game at all, because a lot of what was fun to me about Fable and Fable 2 was like collecting stuff. But maybe, I guess mainly Fable 2 had like a lot of like legendary weapons and like stuff, you know, like the special weapons behind the fucking doors, you know. It was fun to like collect them. That was like a lot of what I liked about it. I was so off put by literally everything new in Fable 3 that it just didn't hit, sadly. And I know so many people that'll say that shit, that they're like, I fucking love Fable 3, and it's like, god damn it, what's wrong with me? The animal companions? Oh yeah. What's funny about the animal companions is whenever they were announcing Fable 2, Peter Molyneux was like, oh, it's gonna be like your real dog. Like, you're gonna love this dog like it's your actual fucking pet. Like, it's gonna act exactly like a dog. Like, he sold it like they were fucking, like they put the digital soul of a dog into this game. And really, it just like, it went and picked up stuff every now and then. Like, that was it. It was like a couple mechanics. Like, this fucking dog is going to be your best friend. Hype sucks in gaming right now. What is that? What do you mean by that? Like, you think there's nothing like exciting coming up that everybody's really excited for? Bethesda? Is that an answer to my question? I said hype. You said hype kind of sucks in gaming right now, and I said, what does that mean? And you said Bethesda. Are you saying that the games they're making are bad? Because that has been pretty accurate. I'm personally hyped for my own game that I'm making. Love that. A lot of hype around Whiskerwood Vale. I don't know what it is, but you should Google it as much as possible, and if it shows you that other game, tell Google that you didn't mean that one. Talking about overselling and pre-orders to appeal to profit instead of like the art we're making. Oh yeah. Rue. Oh, I know what you mean. I thought you meant like there's no like huge overarching really exciting thing we're all looking forward to, like No Man's Sky was, like Cyberpunk was, Breath of the Wild 2. I mean, Tears of the Kingdom, forgot that ever got a name. And then also came out. But that's what I thought you meant, was like there's no like big hype, like everybody's looking forward to this, you know. Which may be true. When did you play either of those games, Flooper? Cyberpunk seems really cool these days. I'm gonna have to go to my doctor's appointment because it's in 20 minutes. So I'm gonna fucking leave and I'll be back. Hopefully soon. Hopefully they're not like, go to the hospital immediately. We'll see. Silksong's bound to come out any year now. That's true, that is really hype. You know what, you're right. That's a really hype one we're all waiting for. It's funny that it is an indie though, is the big really exciting thing. Yeah, nice to meet you as well. I will for sure, Thorn, yeah. I may stream again when I get back. I don't know, it depends on how long it takes and if I'd feel up to it. If they tell me that I'm dying, I probably won't be back, so. But I'm gonna go do it. Y'all have a good day if I don't see you. I'll talk to you in a little bit, Elsa. Good luck on not dying. I don't think it's really up to me. That's the craziest part. And I guess it is a little bit, right? Like I gotta take care of myself and eat good and exercise and be a person, but at a certain point, you know, they just kill you, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. Anyway, have a good night. See y'all. Bro, not best viewers on thewashtublaundry.com. What the fuck is that? Kill them with a hammer. Good night.